Good morning everyone. Today we are going to study about solid waste management. As we know, solid waste is unwanted and useless solid material which is generated by human activities. Today we are going to classify solid waste. We have made this classification on two bases. First, on the basis of their constituent sources and characteristics, and second, on the basis of their type. First, the classification of solid waste on the basis of its constituent sources and characteristics. So, constituent sources like by which ingredients it is made and by at what source it is generated, and characteristics refers to in some specific properties which it exhibit when it is collected from some specific source. So we are going to differentiate it into 7 parts, like residential solid waste, commercial solid waste, institutional solid waste, municipal solid waste, industrial solid waste, agricultural solid waste, street solid waste. So all of these waste are different from one another because the residential waste includes fruit residues, vegetable peels, mostly organic material, which is different from industrial waste, which includes paper, cardboards, plastics, etc. So these all exhibits a specific kind of their characteristics which are different from their generation source. Next, we are going to classify solid waste on the basis of their type. And what we mean about type is it is a set of qualities or similarities which a solid waste is exhibiting. So garbage mostly have organic materials, same as the ashes refers to finely powdered materials. So these all have a group of similar properties exhibiting waste. So we differentiate this type of classification of solid waste into 10 parts: garbage, ashes and residue, combustible and non-combustible waste, bulky waste, biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste, dead animals, abandoned vehicles, construction and demolition waste, hazardous waste, sewage waste. Now we are going to elaborate each specific type of waste one by one. First of all, residential solid waste. Residential solid waste basically include all the waste which is generated from residential buildings like homes, apartments, flats, etc. This type of waste consists of leftover food and vegetable residues, peels, plastics, etc., which are collected from dwellings and apartments. In other words, we can say the waste generated from our daily household activities come under the category of residential solid waste. Next is commercial solid waste. Commercial solid waste include the waste which is generated from commercial buildings like hotels, hospitals, and other etc. This type of waste consists of leftover food, glasses, metal pieces, ashes, etc., which are collected from restaurants, stores, hotels, medical stores, and auto repair shops. Next is institutional solid waste. This type of waste include the waste which are generated from institutes like school, colleges, office, and etc. So this type of waste consists of paper, plastic, cardboards, etc., which are collected from school, colleges, and office. Next is municipal waste. This type of waste consists of dust, leafy matter, building debris, residual sludge of treatment plants, etc., which is generated from various municipal activities like construction and demolition of buildings, street cleaning, landscaping, etc. Basically, it is municipal waste which can be generated throughout the city or village which is collected by the municipal authorities. Next is industrial solid waste. This type of waste consists of processed waste, ashes, demolition, and construction waste, which are generated by different type of industrial setups. It also consists of hazardous waste, which is rejected from various industries. Industrial waste basically includes the waste which is generated by making of a new product. Like, as we know, the industries have make their own product by use of raw material, and and in the meanwhile process of making a product, they have some residue or rejected material which they process and then collected by the municipal parties. Next is agricultural solid waste. This type of waste consists of spoiled food, grains and vegetables, agricultural remains, litter, etc., which are generated from fields, orchards, vineyards, farms. Next is street solid waste. This type of waste consists of dust, leaf collected from the streets, walkways, and park. This type of waste can also include paper, cardboard, vegetable matter, and plastic.